What's up, guys? Um, I don't know what day it's supposed to be. It'll just say it on the title. I didn't record for like 3 days, so I'm really sorry about that. I guess. Just was took a vacation, and then after that, I think I was like kind of sick, but I don't know how to explain it. It was like I was sick, but I wasn't actually sick. Maybe burnt out. I don't know. I was just like fatigued and kind of had like a sore throat, but didn't really have a sore throat. It was weird. Um, Pretty much just wanted to tell you guys what I've been up to. I had a vacation, got sick. Past couple days was kind of getting back into my rhythm. Didn't go to the gym for 2 days technically, because I missed 2 days of the gym, and I missed 4 days of cardio. That's my main thing. But it was okay because I was on a trip or whatever. But yeah, no, today was good. Went to the gym, went to did some work, cleaned up, did all the stuff I'm supposed to do. Saw my girl, gonna do some schoolwork, tracking my calories. Everything's good, but I feel like I've been kind of afraid recently, like especially because I just feel like there's just so much that I want to do with my life, and I feel like I'm just getting there so slowly right now. And I think what I really want to talk about, I guess, is like being patient. First of all, being patient with yourself about, you know, getting work done is important. But then more than just that, it's also important to understand that stress is good sometimes. Pressure is good. You can't always have days where you're just chill. You're not gonna every day that you work. A lot of the time, I feel like people are like super stressed out when they're not working, and they're even more stressed out when they're working. But there's a difference between good stress and bad stress, and I think it's important to be okay with being stressed, like understanding that there's a certain amount of pressure that's good. Obviously, over pressuring yourself is bad, but you need a level of pressure, and the more pressure you have, the more you'll get used to it and the more pressure you can take. And that doesn't mean you shouldn't decompress. I mean, I just meditated, so I'm like pretty chilled out right now. I'm chilling on a hammock. Obviously, you guys can see, but it's important to understand that pressure is not just about, it's not just working hard or whatever. You're going to have days where you feel very pressured. And what I mean by that is break it down really is past couple days I've been actually getting the work I want done. And when I started, I didn't feel anything. It felt amazing. I was excited about it. But then once that excitement goes down, you wake up and you're like, damn, I got to do this stuff again and again and again and again. And when you get to a point where you're doing that and you're kind of telling yourself, damn, I got to do this task again, where you're saying that for like pretty much every single task you had because you're working really hard. When you become someone who is doing more than a majority of the people around you, at least, and this is not going to be for everybody, but this is going to be for those people that are kind of like me, that they're not just trying to get ahead, they're trying to be ahead of the people ahead. And for those people, I guess, and for me, I think it's important that you understand that just because you're pressured, just because you have some sort of level of pressure to you, doesn't mean that it's necessarily bad. And there's a time and place for everything. There's a time and place to be stressed, and there's a time and place to be calm. I wouldn't even call it stress. I think there's a time and place to be focused. And when you're focused and you got a lot of work going on, right? You got a lot of pressure on you. I wouldn't call it stress. I think stress and pressure can kind of be interchanged, but I would rather call it pressure because to me, I think just like negative things that are bothering you just in the back of your head that are getting to you, I feel like that's stress. I think pressure is when you have commitments that need to get taken done and you're tired and you don't want to do them. I think pressure is when you have work that needs to be done and you know you need to do it and you know what will happen if you don't do it and you still just like it, and it's just sitting on you like a weight. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a good thing. But I think it's important that no matter what, you focus on getting it done well, I guess. And focusing on what work you do is when you do the work. Sorry, that was a brain fart. Well, work that you do needs to be able to get done in that pressure and without it. And the more you do it, the better you'll get. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that all the time, 24/7, you need it, right? There's going to be days where, you know, you need to decompress. You need to rest. I think active recovery is extremely important. Meditating, reading, sleep. Even if it's just taking, a Sunday off to hit the sauna instead of whatever, just going on a walk or whatever you need to decompress. It's important because I feel like the system for succeeding in life is constantly adding bit by bit. Like it's like hypertrophying the part of your brain that can handle the stress, and bit by bit adding more stress, more stress, more stress. And then on for me, every day I need to find a way to decompress, whether that's playing video games or chilling, or I think there's multiple ways to decompress. I think for me the main one is allowing myself to meditate. And I feel like meditation is huge. I think everybody should meditate because, at least for me, the way I see it is I am sacrificing 10 or 20 minutes of my life to just sit. And you could meditate without like a timer or without like a guided meditation, but I feel like choosing to take 10 minutes of your day to just shut your eyes and take a deep breath and feel what you're feeling and ask yourself introspectively how you feel is important because it allows you to not only recover, but it also gives you a moment to just relieve all the mental pressure that's on your body. I feel like pressure doesn't just come physically, it comes mentally. And I think mental pressure can also feel physical. I mean, like when I'm tired and I've worked all day, even if it's not just from the gym, like honestly, half the time it's not because I'm sore from the gym, it's because I've worked so much, my head feels tight. Like I feel a squeeze in like here in my temples, and I feel a squeeze in the back of my head, and my eyes feel tight. Like I don't even know how to explain it. And my neck is all stiff. It's because I've been working really hard and I just need to take a moment to sit and swing on my hammock and look outside at nature and look at these beautiful trees in front of me and breathe. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. But I just wanted to post this, I guess. But yeah, take care of yourself and don't forget to allow yourself to feel pressure. Allow yourself to go through your day and feel the hard work and do the hard work and be part of it. Own it. Own it. Be the man or the woman or the kid or whatever you label yourself as. Be the person that doesn't just show up. When they show up, everybody kind of knows who they are. Be the kind of person that is excited by the hard work because they know that the more work they do, the closer they're getting to their goals and the farther away everybody else is getting from them. Be proud of who you are. Don't just pretend to be a side character in your story, because there's no point. You know, you're the master of your boat, you know? And the more we realize that life is coming from us, not at us, the more we control our ship, right? So you control everything in your life. So you might as well make yourself the main character. You might as well put the work in and put the effort in and do the thing that you want to do. And I feel like I need to start like making proper, like scheduled, like I think I need to start sitting down and like making like realistically like proper guides. Like maybe get like a Sharpie or board or something, or just talk better, like have like a proper script maybe or something, or at least like bullet points on like a piece of paper or something, so I can talk to you guys and actually have like proper things to talk about more. I think I'm definitely gonna still try to do videos like this, but I think I want to start like making either like more cinematic videos or something. I don't know. And it's not just to get views. I think cinematography is cool. So might as well do that just for the love of the game. And then, yeah, I want to talk to people. I want to make people feel comfortable. I want people to be able to explore their own emotions. And if I can be someone who helps other people get better, especially young men who are like me, who are stressed out, it's kind of my target demographic, and that's kind of who I want to talk to the most. Yeah, I'll do it. So I'll talk to you guys later. You know, work hard, play harder. Work hard, play harder, man. That's all this really is. And if you get to really enjoy this moment and sit and, you know, kind of, if you get to have this moment where you know, are allowed to sit with yourself, allow yourself to have it, you know. Don't be afraid to let yourself have a moment. You know, like when you get to sit down and just enjoy nature, or, you know, a good book or a good show, or just sit with your girl or your husband or whoever you're with or whatever you got in your life. Sit with your partner or your friends and just be comforted in them. It's important to, you know, actually get your thoughts together, and just also like understand that there's going to be moments where you're going to have to get your thoughts together and use them, and then other moments where you need to get all your thoughts together, collect them, and say, okay, this is all stuff I can think about later. Right now, I just need to close my eyes and take a deep breath and let myself breathe. Just let myself be in this moment. Being present is huge. You know, learn from the past, live in the present, and work in the future, right? Work for the future, whatever. I don't know. Kind of a ramble, kind of not. I don't know. These videos are still very early in their development, if that makes any sense. Because I'm still learning more about myself, and I'm not even completely who I want to be. So I don't really feel like I have as much to say. But at the same time, I want people to see me now, because if I can make these videos now, imagine when I actually have lost all the weight and I've made my business good and whatever. You know, people are going to be able to look back and go like, shit, he didn't fucking lie. He wasn't bullshitting and talking about selling a fucking stupid course. He was actually being genuine and real, and it's got good advice. I don't know. Yeah. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Peace.